Let's make life difficult for our opponent. Quick Ball. Boss. Oh, but the boss is so valuable. But yeah, I think we gotta knock out the things in front of us. So it ain't gonna be that simple, my friend. So, my opponent needs to piece together 240, 270 damage. So, 7 Rapid Strike cards, I think. Because 4 7s, 28, yeah. So we'll see. They were gonna miss it. GG. They were gonna whiff by the looks of things. They weren't gonna be able to piece together enough damage. I don't think my opponent was expecting the tool plus the Mallow Lana. So buff padding increasing our HP by 50 and Mallow Lana healing 120 damage. It's pretty rough to have to deal with. And also my opponent was probably expecting to get those extra cards from knocking out the VMAX. So yeah, it's pretty devastating if you can deny the KO. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can't get like a more tier 1 type matchup to try and overcome, because that's always exciting. It's looking rather unlikely for us. Not good enough. So let's examine. It's got a lot of good stuff in the deck, right? We got a good draw engine. We got a decent chunk of cards to search it all out with too. I don't know what more you could want, to be honest. I think maybe we cut an energy and we put a Dedenne in. We were lacking energy in that opening, but that's also because we were dead drawing, so... You don't need that many energy for this deck to function, either. Yeah. So let's go Dedenne. Would Snorlax work? Yeah, maybe. It could. I'm gonna try Dedenne though. Just gotta remember not to play it under Path to the Peak. We'll try one Dedenne. But Snorlax is also good, because Snorlax is also like a Pokemon that you can just leave active for your opponent to contend with. So that's part of what I like about it. It doesn't mind being active at all. It's good. The problem is when your opponent leaves it active and you haven't got cards to switch it out. That's the only thing that's rough about it. It can mess with your own tempo if it doesn't get knocked out on time. Also, you're not always guaranteed to be able to lead with it because of this thing, because it's so hefty. The 4 retreat cost, you can't even Air Balloon to it to reduce that. So, I mean, not in such a way that you'd be able to then retreat into the Snorlax on turn 1. So that's why I don't like it. Now I think here we can just grab Snom. Touch of water energy here. Put the buff padding on. Attach a balloon, hit done. So this is an interesting matchup I haven't played in a while. I'm guessing Grass Mewtwo. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's been muscled out or not by the metagame at the moment. Maybe. It has to deal with the, you know, Shadow Rider Calyrex and cards like that. So it's kind of not good. You do have the weakness guard energy though, so that's something. Alrighty. Do we attach the water energy? I feel like we do. Okay. Minccino. I'm gonna level ball here for a Snom. So I'm just afraid of my Snoms being cut off. I could Frosmoth here anyway. I don't know. This one's a bit rough. It's a little bit rough. Let's just hit... Yeah, I feel like that's the play. You're keen on SP on V? Yeah, it's gonna be cool, huh? You haven't got too long to wait. Because they all come out in Evolving Skies, right? I'm starting to see pre-orders and stuff like that go live, so... Okay, that's why I didn't want to evolve the Snom. But here we are anyway. I knew that would happen. I could sense it. I could sense it. Capture. Let's go Minccino. Level Ball. Cinccino. Let's make do. I'm gonna get rid of a water energy. Alright, this will have to do for now. I could get greedy, but I think it's better just to do this. Oh, I can't? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yikes. Alright, that kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I forgot that I attached the capture energy manually. What would have been good there is to attach to the Cinccino instead and use the energy assist. Because then you could reduce the HP of this thing, but then it also has the charm. So it's a biggin. It's got VMAX HP. Or at least it's in that range. Dhelmise, that's a bit different. Uh-oh. Am I gonna get Tropical Howard? You don't have enough energy attached, though. Interesting play. Interesting. Sure. I don't want to play the Dedenne down. We're gonna go Drednaw. So my opponent playing a, I would say conservatively to a fault, to be honest. So how does it work? Your opponent shuffles all energy from one Pokemon. Okay. Let's make do the Drednaw. I think Snom, Frosmoth is important now. Alright, so what we're doing is prepping for the eventual tropical hour. So hopefully we can make do our way into something that gives us a switch. That's how we're going to deal with it. Okay, unlucky flip. We can snipe that with Mew later on. So this has got the snipe, which is a bit scary. Tropical hour? Probably not. Yeah, okay. Wait. All of that Pokemon? I thought it was one of my Pokemon. I really don't want a Marnie. I can't. I cannot do it, dude. Alright, do I want any other Pokemon in play? Let's just have a look. Mew, maybe. Seems okay. Actually, no. It sucks. We're just gonna discard it. Although I don't know, maybe my opponent's got like access to some kind of spread. Maybe. So evolve. We're gonna make do. We got a switch, so that's something. Energy? Hey. That's what I'm talking about. All of that just in time. Flip again. That's what I'm talking about. 240. Now we need to try and hit a Mallow Lana off make do. That would be very ideal. Calming Hurricane. So, Max Anchor is not even knocking out Drednaw, which is good. So what we could do here is Melony. I don't mind that. I don't think there's anything else for me to want to push for with make do. Not for the moment. So we'll just headbutt here. So that was pretty big. Maybe I shouldn't have Melonied that last turn. Maybe I should have used make do until I hit the Mallow. But it's hard to say if I was going to hit it or not. Hard to say. Okay, so no boss. So that's good. I think Mallow Lana should be good here. I actually kind of would rather use Mallow Lana on the one that's taken less damage, but yikes. That's gonna be a huge snipe. What the heck? Uh-oh. You miscounted. So, that was a huge misplay from my opponent, I feel like. Let's go Mallow Lana here. And we'll grab those two. And now they're in a bit of strife. I kind of want a quick ball. I'm not going to use research this game. So I don't have any bosses left. It's just energy. I don't feel like there's any point in healing this. So bosses are sitting in the prizes. 2 of them. That's a bit of a bother. But my opponent hasn't got anything else to attack with. So I'm going to put this there. And then we're going to headbutt. Okay, that was pretty unfortunate. Because we're 10 damage away from getting the KO. So, feels bad. But hopefully so I need to flip heads once across these 2 turns to 2-hit KO the Dhelmise. So the KO is still on the table, but it's less likely now after flipping tails there. So what was this deck? Grass Mewtwo? I don't even see any Mewtwo. It just looks like a grass. Maybe just using Rowlet and Alolan Exeggutor to set up, and you just set up Rillaboom, and you've got Dhelmise VMAX. Hit big damage with Swinging Chain, like being able to snipe for 210 a turn seems good. They miscounted how much energy they needed to knock out that Drednaw though. Unlucky pal. Okay. Have you got the energy? Okay. So this is a bit annoying because they're gonna take 3 prizes this turn. Ooh. And they get the hand power up too. Oh, I like Zarude. I don't like that I'm facing it down at the moment, but I like Zarude. Okay, I think I have a Mallow Lana left. But maybe not in the deck, I'm not sure. We can Melony here, I think. It's a bit risky. Maybe Melony the turn. I can't remember if I have Mallow Lana in the deck. We're gonna do it. Cannot remember. Okay, so Jungle Rising. It basically Zarude is like a cleric. Jungle Rising attaches energies from your hand and you heal damage from Pokemon you attach to. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't remember. But you're probably right, which is a bit unfortunate. So what are you gonna do? You can't leave this in the active. You've got 7 energy in your deck attached to it. Zarude, fine. It can attack. It's not going to do much. Interesting. Another Dhelmise. This game's going pretty wonky. What will you do? Because this player can't have that many cards left. They've already played their Recycler. I love Recycler, by the way. Great card. Fantastic. It's good when the format has a deck that can use it. Because I love decks like this. Like what I'm playing against. Oh, the second Recycler. That's so nice, dude. Oh, that's so good. That's not good for us, but that's so good to see. In 2017, I played Tapu Bulu GX with Vikavolt, and I played double Energy Recycler in that deck, and it was so good to have. Very similar in style to this as well. Are we losing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't feel like... I feel like we might only just lose. And it might be this Melony's fault that we do. We're going to take a KO here. That might give us something crucial. Like a boss. Alright, where's the boss? I'm going to take this one. I can't believe it, dude. I think this deck only has 2 bosses. So the remaining cards have to be Boss, Mallow and Lana. Like the 2 cards that I need. So all I did was mess myself up there. Never mind. Alright, we get to erase a turn of damage. We may not even want to. This is going very long, this game. It's going very long. We could win here, though, if we just flip heads. We could just win. So I think my opponent's banking on us flipping tails here. So we could just win. There's not much else for it, huh? And I don't think I want to use up any cards in hand. So we'll just max headbutt. GG. Very close game. Look at that. Mallow Lana and Boss off the prizes. Dude. I picked the absolute worst card off my prizes, but it worked out in the end. That was a banger of a game. I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed playing against that style of deck too. It's cool. It's very cool. Let's have a look at this list one more time. Just on the tail end of the stream. The Drednaw healing deck. Okay. So you got a 3/3 Drednaw VMAX. Both the pre-evolution and the evolution have solid shell. It takes 30 less damage. G-Max headbutt, 160 and 80 more if you flip heads. So, you know, it's a bit weaker versus other cards in this tier. You know, other cards have drawbacks that are very easy to play around, like Corviknight VMAX does, you know, about that much damage, but it can't attack the next turn. You just retreat it, and things like that. So it's not the greatest. But we also don't really play too heavy into trying to get G-Max Headbutt to happen every turn. You only need it to happen sometimes. And then that's why I've got Glimwood Tangle as a one-of. I'm more playing around the ability and having Buff Padding to give it extra HP. Just to threaten my opponent and be like, if you cannot cleanly two-shot this thing, you are dealing with this for multiple turns, to the point where they sometimes just give up trying to attack it. You got 3/2 Cinccino for draw. 1 Dedenne. We found that a few games there we were losing where Dedenne would have saved us, so we've put 1 in for that. Mew is always good, especially against Rapid Strike Urshifu, and having Frosmoth in the deck, they're you know, easy KOs for that deck. And you've got the rest of the deck here. I play Melony to... You can power up Drednaw VMAX in 2 turns if you've got Melony in the deck. So you don't even necessarily need Frosmoth to get it done. There might be some other different ways to play the deck. Maybe you want Pokegear to try and hit Melony the same way that you try and hit Welder with that card. Don't know. Not sure. fairly straightforward, this deck is. Nothing in it is particularly expensive to obtain, except this card, of course. But even that is not that difficult to obtain these days. I suppose you could switch it out for something like Snorlax, and then try and find room for another switch. Maybe even run 2 switch and 1 air balloon, I'm not sure. You've also got Mallow Lana to help you out there. So basically the crux of this deck is you've got Drednaw, you're hitting hard with it, you're taking a lot of damage in return, and you've got things like Mallow Lana, or, you know, if you really want to bamboozle your opponent, Mallow and Lana plus Hyper Potion in the same turn wipes 240 damage off the board. It's crazy. So anyway, that's Drednaw VMAX. I hope you enjoyed this game. I think it's going to be the last one of tonight, so I think I'll wrap it up there. This is going to go to YouTube, so if you're watching me there, please subscribe to the channel. I plan to upload much more frequently than I have in past months and past years. If you go have a look back at the history of videos that I've uploaded, they're very sporadic. But I'm definitely going to put more effort into uploading these, so please follow and subscribe and all those good things. I'll see you in the next stream or video. Thank you, and see you later.